Alright guys, working on the Landy again today. Once again, CV shafts. So these are flogging out on me because of my strut spacers. Basically I've got almost 60mm more droop than factory, or downwards travel as some people call it, which my CVs aren't enjoying at all. So as you can see, the CV angles are pretty horrendous, and normally it just starts with chewing out my boots and then the clicking from there. So basically I'm going to put limiting straps on this after replacing the CV today. So I'll have my strap up here and it'll be on there, and that'll stop my CV from going too far down and ruining the CV joint itself. Should have done this a long time ago. It's been lazy, but yeah, poor man pays twice. Obviously if you have air suspension or whatever, get yourself a gap tool, raise your suspension that way. Don't waste, or not waste your money, but don't go down the strut spacer route unless you really need to. It's a real poor way of actually raising your car, and it puts a lot more load on your CV shafts in comparison to doing your suspension. So for me, I've already got heavy duty coils in the front, 100 kilo constants, and if I could, I would try and get some adjustable coilovers, but no one seems to do them for these. I am trying to work on getting a company to make them, but so far no good. On that note, I think the best way of doing this is, any of you coil lovers, if you do have them in your Landy and you want coilovers, comment down below. I'll start up a bit of a petition, so that I can go to someone like Dominson's and actually give them some facts on how many people would be interested straight up. But yeah, first up it's just going to be CV change, and then we'll do the limiting straps afterwards. So it's a pretty basic job really. I've done it a few times now. I'm pretty quick at it now. I've got it down to about 33 minutes. 34 is my 33 minutes is my quickest. I'm normally about 40 minutes. So you just get a CV nut. Obviously this is important to torque up afterwards. The OEM spec is 350 Newton meters. However, if you look on forums and stuff, it seems to be common to do 250, which is what I like to go to. So CV nut, upper control arm, caliper tucked away in the corner, steering arm off, and that gives you enough room, and your CV, your torsion bar, sway bar, sorry, I undo that. It gives you enough room to swing this out of the way to get your CV out, and then pop the new one back in. Also, when you are about to pop the CV out, tilt your car as much as you can to the opposite, to this side, so it's nice and high, and that should keep your diff oil inside the diff. I'm hungry. Yeah, buddy. Everybody loves kung fu fighting. That's good. You still recording? Don't make me get up. Thank you. Come on. Come on, you dog. If you're reusing this CV, don't use a hard-faced hammer, use a soft blow or a copper hammer. Oh shit. Almost got my wheel speed sensor. That'd have been awkward. Alright, don't forget the ABS sensor, or your wheel speed sensor. Like I did, I almost forgot about him. Could have been nasty. Nasty. Sway bar, to get it to drop down enough for the CV to clear, you just quickly nip around to the other side, unbolt the other side, and then it drops down enough, you pop your CV out. Apart from that, 18mm, 18mm. Sway bars, also 18mm. What size is that big dog? The CV nuts 1.25 inch. ABS sensor is 8mm on the side, and the 13mm for your caliper mounting bolts. And while these are out, I'm going to grease my sliding pins. They're pretty good anyway, but I just, every time I pull the caliper off, it just doesn't hurt to just re-grease them. And to re-grease them is pretty easy. Just pull them, pop them out, and then you slide some grease on, pop them back in. Bob's your uncle. As far as the getting the seal out goes, mine's fine because I changed it when I done the diff rebuild. Link below if you're interested. You just get a lever bar in there on an angle and just pop it out, but I'm not bothering changing mine. I didn't damage it with the CV removal, and it's still in really good nick. So to get the new CV shaft in, we're going to slide it in. We're going to get the wheel end side here, hold it, and use a rubber mallet to pop it through its splines and into the C-clip channel there. It's pretty easy if you get it first try, but I have had ones where I've struggled a fair bit before. So if these seize up, an easy way to know if your slides are working correctly or not is your brake pad thickness. If your inner is different to your outer, then chances are that this is seized and not sliding correctly, and you're wearing more on one pad. So that's why it's important to keep these slides lubricated. Right, so that's the C-clip I was referring to on the end of the shaft there. That's what holds your CV in place. That's also normally your drama, getting it on and off. So see how he goes. You'll feel it spline in, that's an important part as well. Your wide angle. So you want to hold pressure against the diff. That went in really easy. And you'll know because the dust seal. Oh, let me get some lighting. Getting old. Oh, 29 soon. You'll know because there's no gap here anymore. If there's a gap there, you know you haven't made it in fully and you're going to leak oil. Oh, out of breath. That did happen to someone who follows me on Instagram. I remember him messaging me asking why it was leaking, and we found out that he didn't quite hit it in far enough. So make sure that it's seated against the seal. Also, unless you like me enough to change CVs all the time, definitely recommend you only sees the spline going into the wheel hub, especially for all you European people or even Americans. With your snow and your colder weather, you'll regret it if you don't. Long story short. Or you can just do it like me and pretty much change them on a bloody regular oil change because you keep chewing them out because you're too lazy to put limiting straps in. This. Good angle for my sweaty fife head and my quadruple chin. Right, time for the limiting straps. I'm just going to pull this bolt where my thumb is there, that bolt off at the top of the strut housing, strut tower, sorry, and then I'm going to bolt torsion bar to that. But obviously I'm going to change my other CV first, so I'm going to leave this one loose. Alright, so I'm going to bolt the strap on. Just quickly, just to show you guys the difference in CV angle. So I'm going to set it up here. You can see the CV angle now. And then I'm going to jack it up, put the strap on, lower it back down so you can see the difference in downward travel, preventing CV damage. So stay there, don't move. Don't know about you, but I can't tell the difference. I'll take a measurement now. This is with the strap on. I'm such a child, it makes you laugh every time I say that. It's with the limiting strap on. I'll remove the limiting strap now and we'll see how far down it droops. These straps are from Lucky 8 as well. Alright, so to the bottom of the ball joint, we are looking at, off this side, 240 from the floor to the bottom of the ball joint. Now I'm going to remove the strap and we'll have a look. Right, so we were 240. We are now just under 220. So it hasn't made a huge difference as such. but that 20 mil at that point, oh, what's that going to equate to? You can see the CV angle's heaps worse than it was. So I'll put it back on again. Actually, no, I won't. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm still going to change the other side CV, but there's no point in you guys seeing that. CV angles definitely look better. At least you guys can see how I sort of change CVs now as well in the real world rather than on a time lapse. And yeah, this is just something I do also. For those of you that do a lot of forward driving, corrugations, etc., or like remote trips, paint pen any of your wheel alignment camber bolts, and then that way, if any of them come loose while you're on the tracks and shit, at least you know where you can line the bolt back up to and nip it up, and you should be pretty sweet. And then just get a wheel alignment when you get home. Once again, thanks for watching. Thank you to my Patreons as well. And yeah, there's only 6 of you. 2 of them are family. But to the 4 of you that aren't family, I really appreciate your support. And hopefully I can keep these videos coming for you guys. I have been doing a lot of caravan services lately. Started off with just one, and he's told all his friends. And it seems to be like a 6-month wait over here in Perth at the moment for caravan services. So easy money. If any of you got caravans that need doing, drop a comment below. Catch us on the next one.